Hello, everyone. Today, for reading, we are leaving the rainforest, saying goodbye, flashy, fantastic rainforest frogs, and we are entering a very different animal habitat. Can anybody guess what new habitat we're going to be learning about today? You got it! It's the desert! Check out some of these pictures of the desert I found on the internet. Some pretty cool things. All right. What do you think you know about deserts? One thing I know, or I think I know, they are hot. Pretty sure. They seem really hot. They have a lot of sand. Oh, and they don't have a lot of water. Pause the video and see if you can come up with more things that you think you know about the desert. All right, so today we're going to be exploring the desert in this book. It is by Kay Jackson, and this is the revised edition, in case you were wondering. Let's check out the table of contents. That is a text feature that gives us a lot of hints about what we're going to learn in the book. Check it out. Nice. So it looks like we're going to be checking out Chapter 1, A Dry Land. All right, cool. Chapter 2, Desert Plants. Chapter 3, Desert Animals. Chapter 4, People in the Desert. Chapter 5, Desert Field Guide. Chapter 6, A Scientist at Work. A few things that we're going to learn about in the table of contents. Let's stop for a minute. And after checking out the table of contents, can you write down any questions you have or wonders you feel about the desert? Pause the video. Ooh, and if you have your materials from school, you can take your student response book. On page 50, you can write down your answers there. So you should pause the video, go get your student response book, turn to page 50, and then write any questions you have or wonders you have about the desert. Go do that now, please. All right, hopefully you had a few questions or wonders about the desert. We are going to start reading. We will begin on Chapter 1, A Dry Land. Here's the picture. Other side. All right, I'll try to turn this a little bit for you. A dry land. A camel slowly walks across the hot, dry land. Sunshine blazes down on the camel's rider. Wind blows the sand around them into giant dunes. The rider sips water, but the camel will travel many miles before it needs to take a drink. Its body is made to live in a land where water is hard to find. Animals like the camel are suited to live in the harsh conditions of a desert. The world's deserts are the driest places on Earth. Deserts get less than 10 inches of rain each year. Desert air is so dry, raindrops often evaporate before they reach the ground. A little text box, my favorite. Some people use camels to travel in hot, dry deserts. Camels can go a long time without water. All right, I'm going to stop here. Wait for a minute and see if you can ask any more questions or wonders about the book. Remember, you're on page 50 of your student response book. Based on what you heard about our friend Camel and the dry land, what other questions or wonders do you have? Pause the video and write it down. So I'm wondering, how much do camels actually drink? If they can store the water, does that mean they drink more when they have water, or they just don't need as much? It's a question I have, and I'm hoping it's answered because I'm very curious. All right, let's keep going. Read some more about camels. All right, here we have the desert biome page right there. I'm gonna read chapter or page 6. says, in the desert biome, a community of unique plants and animals have adapted to the dry climate. Desert plants and animals depend on each other for survival. Desert plants provide shelter and food for desert animals. Animals help plants by spreading their seeds throughout the desert, but some deserts have such harsh conditions that almost no plants and animals live there. The Atacama Desert in South America is the driest place on Earth. Rain might fall only once every 20 years. Once in 20 years? Oh my gosh, that's insane. All right, let's read the next one before we stop and ask questions. Deserts can be cold or hot. Whoa. Antarctica is a cold desert. Temperatures stay far below freezing in winter. Thick fur or feathers protect animals from the cold. In hot deserts, animals hide under rocks or in holes during the day. Plants have adapted to hot deserts too. The leaves of some desert trees curl up during the hottest parts of the day. They save water this way. Check out this map. It's really cool. This yellow says, so anything yellow is desert. And look, that's Antarctica. I had no idea Antarctica was a desert. And then you can see some desert in Africa, some desert in Australia, a little bit in Asia. Pretty cool. That's a cool text feature to check out. And then this little text box says, field note, where are deserts? Africa, Antarctica, Arctic areas, Asia, Australia, North America, South America. Sounds like every continent except Europe. Okay, let's stop there. What questions can you ask right now? Pause the video and write down your questions on Student Response Book, page 50. All right, one question I would like to know is how hot can a desert get? Talked about how Antarctica gets cold, can be below freezing in the winter, but I want to know the exact temperature it gets. Interesting. All right, friends, next time we're going to read a little bit more about deserts and continue seeing if we can ask questions and make wonders, and then see if the book actually answers some of our questions or wonders. So that's all for today. I'll see you next time.